Well, Kelly, the shooting happened here at Kobe's convenience store at 440. Police say 3 black suspects, all wearing sweatshirts and all carrying guns. Hot walkers serve 2 purposes. One, it's a functional 2-pound weight, and inside, a surprise pepper spray. Residents are relieved the proposed sewage line will hear about the hottest gadgets for this holiday, and they say they have a long day ahead of them. You can see behind me, they're starting to get the last of those put out. They say they're going to try to salvage anything they can find. We have some breaking news right now with a grass fire spreading in Bell County just outside the town of Holland. And drivers are looking for ways to pinch a few pennies at the pump as the cost of gas continues to climb. Springs Elementary got a $4,300 grant to buy 6 Wii's and controllers, and they hope to add more equipment in the future like dance. It was 1 year ago that Ray Lee Taplin was shot and killed, and just last week Chauncey Wilson was sentenced to life in prison for his murder. The fire has been burning for more than 19 hours now. It's caused more than $10 million of damage, and fire crews are still on the scene. Belton firefighter Danny Raines joins us this morning with little sleep, but still ready to talk to us. Now, tell us, why are these flames still popping up? The shooting happened here at Kobe's convenience store at 440. Police say 3 black suspects, all wearing sweatshirts and all carrying guns, attacked another man who had just cashed his check here at Kobe's. Now, police say a second man witnessed the robbery. He tried to step in and help out, and that's when police say he was shot by one of the robbers. Now, witnesses say he was shot in the neck area. There's no word yet on his condition, but he was rushed to a local hospital. Police have been busy here collecting evidence and interviewing witnesses, and at one time a very large crowd of area residents gathered around trying to figure out what happened.
Male suspects were armed with handguns.
Now, police say they are searching for those 3 suspects. They say they did get away in a small gray car. We'll bring you more information when it comes available. Killeen police arrested this man after they caught him breaking into a house on Illinois Avenue.
A neighbor called 911 at 11:30 and reported seeing this man go inside the house behind me over here at 1610.
And because the concerned neighbor acted so quickly, several officers were soon on the scene, including Killeen's new burglary unit. Police say it only took 6 minutes to respond to this house. The burglar was still inside. They called for him to come out, and that's when he tried to get out through the back window, but officers were waiting for him. They then chased the suspect over the fence and tackled him to the ground. He resisted, so officers used pepper spray. No one was at home at the time of the break-in, but neighbors say they're not surprised at the news.
In December, we got broke into, and he may be in connection with a lot of burglars in the neighborhood.
Killeen police are still investigating the incident. They say they don't know yet if this man is responsible for other burglaries, but officers say this arrest should be an example to the Killeen community.
If nothing else, the message that we want to get out is it takes neighbors looking out for each other's house.
To protect neighborhoods and put burglars behind bars. In Killeen, Jade. Meet 5-year-old Gavin Cox, a small soldier with big Army aspirations.
We're going to give you a real quick brief and then we'll get this kicked off.
The Make-A-Wish Foundation and the 1st Cavalry Division worked together to give this trooper fighting a battle with leukemia a taste of military life.
He's going to be able to do all the things that we do. We're trying to encompass as much as we can in one day.
It's bulletproof, okay?
And after Cox got his gear, it was time to roll out to his first mission at the 1st Cav Horse Detachment.
He's real soft. Yeah? So you want to go for a ride today, Sergeant?
Cox's mother, Melissa, says her son has been looking forward to this special day, even though it was his second choice.
Yeah, well, first I asked him what he wished for, and he said McDonald's.
When he found out he could have more, he decided to be an American hero.
Let Gavin have fun, forget that he's sick for a little bit. He wants to be a soldier so bad.
That's almost as tall as you are.
After checking out some weapons and finding time to mess with his sister, Cox was on to his next assignment in a helicopter simulator. That's where Cox learned to fly, shoot at the enemy, and talk to his brother on headset.
That's Sergeant Cox. Been through a long day, and you've been a true cavalryman all day.
And after several successful missions, 1st Cav troops held a ceremony to honorably discharge Cox from his time in the Army. A day of service that will last a lifetime for this small soldier. At Fort Hood, Jade Mingus, NBC6 News. And police are still looking for a man who robbed a Gatesville convenience store with a broomstick. It happened in the 1200 block of Main Street. And as the Republican presidential candidates meet for another debate, each is fighting to show he's conservative enough for the job.
That's right.
Tonight, both the Bell County Sheriff's Department and Troy Police responded to a 911 call about a possible kidnapping that turned out to be a bad joke. Witnesses say 4 teenage boys restrained a girl's hands, duct taped her mouth, put her in a trash bag, and then threw her in the trunk of a car before speeding away. The incident happened on Central Avenue in Troy city limits at the convenience store called Big Red's Dive around 8 o'clock. Advanced but not exactly human, hundreds of robots from all across Japan met in Tokyo this weekend to participate in a unique soccer match. Why don't you do that dance for us again, Mike? Robot dance
over here. What is this?
So you're saying we might need our jackets tomorrow.
Oh, I know. It's kind of hard to imagine that you're going to need a jacket.
Have a good night. War is no game for these 4th Infantry Division soldiers. In as little as 2 short months, these troops will turn this live-fire training into everyday reality when they patrol the streets of Iraq.
At the end of the day, we always have to be prepared to fight the enemy because he will always take advantage of a weak opponent.
Soldiers from 4th ID's 1st Battalion, 66th Armored Regiment integrated the use of attack aviation, Bradley fighting vehicles, tanks, and soldiers on foot. These soldiers scan the horizon for the enemy, and in this training exercise, it's remote-controlled targets. And battalion leadership monitored the training progress with the help of these cameras.
We can actually see inside each vehicle, we can hear what they're all saying on the radio, and we can see what they're seeing when they look through the sights.
So these soldiers can get immediate feedback and prepare for future battles.
So it's a good culminating event to make sure that the platoon leaders and platoon sergeants, who are the guys on the ground executing the patrols every day, are able to do their job.
Engage and destroy, over. White one acknowledged.
Interactive training that will go a long way as these troops set off for the realities of war. At Fort Hood, Jade Mingus, NBC6 News.